Aaron Judge's journey from a small-town athlete to the face of the New York Yankees is nothing short of cinematic. Drafted 32nd overall in 2013, Judge's ascent was meteoric. By his 1,000th game, he had matched Babe Ruth's home run total at that milestone, a feat that underscores his prodigious power and consistency. Numbers don't lie. Aaron Judge's 2024 stat line reads like something out of a video game set on cheat mode. A .322 batting average, 58 home runs, 144 runs batted in, and an absurd 1.159 on-base plus slugging. And no, those are not typos. He did not just lead the league in the usual suspects like homers and runs batted in. He casually topped categories like walks, on-base percentage, slugging, and WAR like he was checking off items on a grocery list. Judge wasn't just good, he was historically, laughably, unfairly good. If baseball had a no-fly zone, pitchers would have slapped one on the plate every time he came up. Honestly, if Judge were a stock, your financial advisor would be telling you to sell your house and buy in and then apologize for not recommending him sooner. Leadership. When Judge was named the 16th captain in Yankees history in 2023, the ghost of Derek Jeter probably gave him a spiritual fist bump. But Judge didn't just inherit the title, he earned it. His leadership isn't all rah-rah speeches and Hollywood locker room moments. It's steady, inclusive, and real. He's the guy picking up rookies from the airport and making sure everyone knows where the team dinner is. Even in the clubhouse, where egos are known to clash like cymbals in a marching band, Judge brings harmony. He leads by example, but also by being approachable, part fierce competitor, part team dad. If you are a struggling hitter, he'll give you advice. If you are a pitcher having a meltdown, he might bring you cookies. Pressure? Judge eats that stuff for breakfast, probably with a protein shake and 3 eggs. In the 2024 postseason, when the lights were brightest and the pressure could turn coal into diamonds, Judge showed up with 3 home runs and 9 runs batted in, practically carrying the Yankees' offense on his broad, outfield-hardened shoulders. Getting the team to their first World Series in 15 long, tortured years was no small feat. Just ask every Yankees fan who's aged 5 decades since their last appearance. Sure, they didn't win at all, but Judge's performance screamed, "Put the team on my back, I got this." If October baseball were a horror movie, Judge would be the guy who calmly walks into the dark basement and hits a walk-off homer while he's down there. Awards and accolades. Aaron Judge's trophy collection is starting to look like the Yankees team museum, and he's still in his prime. With 2 unanimous AL Most Valuable Player, 2022 and 2024, a handful of Silver Sluggers, and the prestigious Hank Aaron Award, he's stacking hardware like it's Black Friday at the Baseball Awards store. His 2024 Most Valuable Player wasn't just a win, it was a clean sweep, the kind that makes voters put down their coffee and say, "Yep, that's the guy." Not since Mickey Mantle in 1956 has a Yankee pulled that off, and even Mickey might have tipped his cap from the heavens. Honestly, if Judge racks up any more awards, the Yankees might need to assign him his own wing in Cooperstown, or at least install sturdier shelves in his apartment. Defensive prowess. Let's get one thing straight. Aaron Judge is not just a guy who hits baseballs into orbit, he also plays a mean outfield. Despite being built like an NFL tight end, the guy moves like a jungle cat on roller skates, if such a thing were graceful. His glove work has robbed enough would-be home runs to make hitters seriously consider retirement, and his cannon arm. Let's just say base runners think twice before testing him, or risk having their ambitions thrown out like last week's leftovers. Whether it's right, center, or left field, Judge adapts with the agility of someone half his size and twice as caffeinated. If you only came for the dingers, you're missing half the show. Among the greats, when you wear pinstripes, you automatically get measured against ghosts. And Aaron Judge? He's more than holding his own at the Yankees' imaginary dinner table of legends. With power to rival Ruth, poise that echoes Jeter, and athleticism that makes even Mantle's ghost raise an eyebrow, Judge has carved out a unique niche in a franchise overflowing with greatness. Sure, it's tough to compare eras. Ruth never had to hit a 98 miles per hour slider with movement like a snake on Red Bull, but Judge's dominance in the modern game makes those comparisons less of a stretch and more of a prophecy. At this rate, if time travel ever becomes a thing, fans might genuinely debate which Yankee you take in a 7-game series, Babe with a cigar or Judge with an iPad scouting report. The Judge's chambers. Beyond the field, Aaron Judge has become a larger-than-life figure literally and figuratively. At 6'7", he looks like he was carved out of Yankee Stadium granite, and fans treat him like it too. The Judge's chambers, a special section in right field at Yankee Stadium, has become an iconic fan zone. Robes, gavels, and all. It's part baseball shrine, part Broadway show. This isn't just a tribute, it's practically a courtroom where the only thing on trial is whether pitchers should even bother throwing to him. Judge's humility, rare in a city that practically runs on ego, has made him beloved not just by the Bronx faithful, but by baseball purists across the country. Add in his community work, low-key demeanor, and those post-game interviews that sound like he just helped you move a couch instead of hit 450-foot home runs. Cultural icon status confirmed. The intangibles. Judge is not just a titan with a bat. He's the kind of guy who'll sprint out a grounder like it's Game 7 of the World Series in April. His grit, drive, and team-first attitude are the unsung superpowers that fuel the Yankees' engine. It's easy to focus on the jaw-dropping stats, but his clubhouse presence is equally valuable. Think Derek Jeter's poise meets Paul O'Neill's intensity with just a hint of dad joke charm. Even when he's slumping, rarely, you'll never see him point fingers unless it's to high-five a teammate who just hit a walk-off. That's the kind of leadership that doesn't show up in box scores, but keeps teams glued together tighter than a fresh roll of pine tar. A legacy in the making. So is Aaron Judge the greatest Yankee of all time? The jury's still out, but the case is getting stronger by the inning. With every moonshot to Monument Park and every captain-worthy quote in the press room, he builds a resume that echoes names like Ruth, Gehrig, DiMaggio, and Jeter. Not bad company, right? Sure, he doesn't have the ring count yet, but let's not forget, Judge is still writing his story. If his bat stays hot and his body holds up, we may be looking at a future legend whose name will be etched in Yankee lore right beside those marble legends. Until then, let's enjoy the ride, because watching Aaron Judge play baseball is like seeing a superhero moonlight as a slugger. The cape just happens to be pinstriped. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Bronx bombing greatness, smash that like and don't forget to subscribe. Got a favorite Yankee of all time? Drop it in the comments. Let's debate like it's Game 7. Until next time, keep your glove ready and your opinions louder than the bleacher creatures.